This is Sneaker Gears. My name is Levi, and welcome today to another episode of Professional Gears, where I really want to go over the big difference between having a comfortable shoe and actually having cushion. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so when you're shoe shopping today or you're watching reviews, a big thing that people go over is a shoe's fit and cushion. But what you're wearing on your feet today, a lot of people confuse with comfortable. And I think the two biggest culprits of that fallacy really are something like the Chuck Taylor, and we'll grab that here for a second, where these are, goodness, what, 50 years old plus? These are shoes that people buy all the time. They're relatively inexpensive, and for the most part, a lot of people find them comfortable if you ask them. Now, it has a canvas upper that moves with your foot, really molds well. It's flexible. It's overly kind of light, and those are all factors involved in a shoe that fits you well, and that can be easily confused as being comfortable. But make no mistake, these have no cushion. This is literally one of the hardest shoes you can buy, and it's giving you a little bit of protection from really just walking barefoot, especially if you're on an urban or city streets. Now, another culprit of that is a shoe that I don't personally have, but the company Allbirds. They make shoes that are environmentally friendly, recyclable, and they do a lot of good things. They are, by all accounts, very lightweight, flexible, breathable. They move with your foot, and apparently provide a really great fit where it's one-to-one, so that gives you a feeling of them being comfortable. But again, they don't really have much cushion. They're not a highly cushioned shoe. There's a big difference. I have a lot of people I talk to, and they ask me, what's a good cushion shoe, or this is what I'm wearing. I think they're comfortable, and they confuse fit with cushion. Now, I would knock shoes for not being comfortable, but I wasn't specific. It was because they didn't have a lot of cushion, and it was brought to my attention, the confusion and where people have a disconnect. And the shoe that brought that to my attention when talking to different athletes was the Nike Kobe AD. I believe this is the Exodus. Now, this is not a terribly high cushion shoe. It's actually decent. It uses an injected phylon, which we hadn't seen before in the Kobe line. Actually uses a very big zoom bag in the heel, which was very comfortable. But all in all, was a step back, I think, by most accounts, from some of the higher cushion Kobe's before and after this. But the upper, although kind of a cheaper materials, nothing fancy, just molded to your foot. It was light, flexible, molded well, and that fit really attracted a lot of players. You're able to put this on and you instantly felt like, wow, this is a comfortable shoe, even though it didn't have much cushion. And that was the disconnect where I kind of put two and two together. Now, it's easy for a lot of manufacturers to make shoes. It's a lot harder to come out with an amazing cushion. I will jump into this in a later video, but this shoe is considered by most accounts one of the most comfortable shoes ever made. This is a Nike VaporFly with ZoomX cushioning. This cushioning is as lightweight as they come, but also has the highest energy return out of pretty much any shoe, and also has a carbon fiber plate, so it's rather stiff and provides a huge propelling effect. This cushion took Nike, and please guys correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, they started developing it in 2013. The first VaporFly was not released until 2017. 4 years of development to come out with that cushion, and this is from Nike, a world leader in sneakers that's been developing cushions and technologies for decades now. How much longer is it going to take for a shoe brand that's just starting to actually come out with a quality component for their cushion? Now, this applies to any shoe, your boots, your dress shoes. Something like this, which was a Cole Haan dress shoe that I spent well over $200, and I don't really wear it that often. I'll take out our Velocity insoles here because I can't even wear these without our insoles. This has an air unit in the heel, very small. Pretty much has a thin layer of foam in the forefoot, but in general, this is a shoe that molds fairly well, has decent quality leather, has a Goodyear construction, and most of your dress shoes and boots out there, quality ones, are costing hundreds of dollars. And if you do a lot of walking, they're not that comfortable. If you go home and you realize, or you think to yourself, man, my knees hurt, my back hurts, there's a lot of forces and impact coming into your body. Now, if you work in an area where you have a cushioned floor, whether it's a carpeted office or a mat you can stand on, that's a different story. But if you're standing all day, if you're going for a lot of walks, I've talked to a few attorneys where they do 2-3 miles a day of walking within the courthouse in different areas. A nice dress shoe that doesn't have any cushion, although it may fit you well, it may mold to your foot, it may be high quality, it doesn't have any cushion. Guys, it doesn't matter. And that goes for the same thing for really high-end work boots. You can have the best Goodyear construction, the highest quality leather, and the best manufacturing, but not much cushion is used. And I'm sorry, a piece of leather, whether it's 2 or 3 pieces, on wood is not cushion, and neither is cork. It molds to your foot and it can be comfortable, but you're not getting the cushion you need, especially if you're doing any kind of athletic endeavor, if you're going on longer runs, if you do a lot of walking throughout your day. Having the cushion that protects your body and absorb the forces go a long way. Now, you saw me take an insole out, and that's our Velocity cushion insoles from Sneaker Gears. Now, if you see this, hopefully you can tell it's already kind of molded to my foot. It has an arch there. This comes when you get it completely flat. It molds to your foot, provides a minimal amount of support. So this is not a fully supportive shoe if you need like an orthotic, but this is going to be approximately 6 to 7 millimeters. So a little bit thinner than just your cheap average insole that you're going to get from most shoes, but about the same thickness you're going to get at any high quality running shoe. This provides some of the highest energy return that you're going to receive in any shoe. It is also full length, or any insole. It's also full length, so it doesn't matter where you step or what your stride is. Feels amazing. Whether you're putting it in your dress shoe, work boots, or running shoe, it doesn't matter. Our insoles are going to give you the best cushion that you're going to need. So if you find a shoe that is very comfortable and you're still wondering why you have maybe knee pains or your feet hurt, you don't have enough cushion. And the difference between cushion and comfort are very different. Cushion has to do with comfort, but they're not the same thing, guys. All right, so for everyone who has argued with me telling me that their shoe is comfortable, if you've watched my reviews and I've said, hey, this shoe has no cushion, that's generally the disconnect. And for everyone who's out there who has said, oh, I love my Chuck Taylors, or I love these work boots, they're super comfortable. No, they're not. There's not cushion in there, but they can be comfortable as far as the fit. You would still need cushion depending on what you're doing. And I also want to emphasize there is aspects and areas where having your foot be natural, having no cushion, there are still benefits. Strengthening your feet where your body can naturally absorb impact. Having a stronger foot, having either going barefoot or wearing shoes where your foot can splay and move more naturally. Those are all good things. But if you're standing all day and you need additional support, if you're running long distances or you're working in a factory where you have to go 5-6 miles a day, I'm sorry, but those benefits of being barefoot are outweighed by the impact and forces that you're putting on your body, where having cushion does help you. So just like anything else, there's always a balance. You can have something that's super max cushion, but make sure you take that shoe off and you allow your foot a chance to be a little bit stronger, going barefoot, having a minimal cushion shoe. It's not all one direction or the other. But with all that said, hopefully this video helps you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. This is Levi Sneaker Gears. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll come at you later.